Welcome everybody to the Red Stars' match day -1 press conference. We have Ella Stevens and Coach Petrucelli here with us. As always, if you have a question, please use the raise your hand function. Annie, I believe you're actually the only one here, so if you want to just kick it off, go ahead.
Hey guys, I'm not going to turn on my video because I just got home from the gym and I look a mess. So please ignore the lack of video. But I'm really curious how this team is working through kind of the highs and lows that seem to present themselves or have presented themselves thus far this season. Yeah, how do you navigate those, Ella and Chris, if you want to follow up as a coach?
Yeah, I think highs and lows are a part of a season, and I think we've hit a lot early on. So hopefully just taking what we can, learning, growing, and being better for it moving forward. I think we're just trying to put our heads down, keep working, and figure it out.
Yeah, I think we've handled some difficult situations really well. I mean, with class and grace and you know, the right attitude. I think you know, we've had obviously some hard days, but if you spend any time around our team, you know, they're upbeat, they're positive, they are enjoying, you know, the process that we're going through.
This is a team with a history of obviously making the postseason, and I know that that's, you know, we're at the beginning of the season. That's a very long way away, but I'm curious if there's pressure to that, if the standard that's existed here for years puts pressure on this moment right now, even though it's early in the season.
I think the standard is the same, you know, regardless of what team. I think everyone wants to make the playoffs. I think our team has an opportunity to create their new standard and what we want to do moving forward. And that is a part of, you know, what we would like to do. So I don't think there's any added pressure of keeping up with some level. I think, you know, we have a completely new team and we're going to play the best game we can play.
Yeah, I think Ella's on it. Like the Red Stars have a, you know, fantastic history.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're all aware of it and we know it, but this is a different team, you know, with its own goals, and it's a different season. And you know, what's gone on in the past is not something that we're focused on. We're trying to look forward as much as we can, and not look behind. And you said it, and I agree with you. There are a lot of games left, and we are nowhere near out of it. And even it, you know, I know it doesn't look great when you look at the standings, but we're not even that far off.
Yeah.
Of being there. So there's no panic here.
Yeah. I'm curious how, as like both a professional athlete and then Chris as a coach, how you do balance that connection to the past as far as the excellent standard that was set, while also like you said, this is a completely new team. Like, is it beneficial to refer to the past, or do you shut the door on it and just, you know, not even go there?
Yeah, I think that's a really good question. I think obviously you can't. I think we would like to move forward as a new team with a new identity and take whatever good we can from the past. Of course, you never forget it, but I would like to move forward.
Yeah, and I think, you know, there are plenty of players on the team that are part of the past.
Yeah.
And so you know, you can't discount it. You can't forget about it. It's there, and we know it's there. But I think Ella said it. It's a different team, you know, and there's a new team every year and a new season every year, and each team gets to write its own story. And we're just in chapter 1.
Love that. Just a couple more for you. This one for you, Chris. Do you feel at all that the waiting game of waiting to see who buys the club is at all impacting or weighing on the team's mind, or do you feel like they're doing a good job of, and you yourself as well, doing a good job of separating kind of the business that's going on behind closed doors from what's going on the pitch?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting time for us. I mean, we are in transition, but we're not quite sure what that transition is going to be. And so I think it is in the back of everybody's mind of, you know, what's happening and how are we going to move forward. But I don't believe that I don't believe our team is too focused on that. I mean, I think for us, you know, it's just like every day, excuse me, every day, our focus is on training and what we do at training, and then on the match and what we do on the match. And I'm sure there's conversations in between those times about what might happen or could happen. But I do think our team has been pretty focused on, you know, on their play and the things that are important on the day.
Definitely. And then I know I asked a ton of big picture questions, but if you want to discuss tomorrow's match, how are you entering this match and just obviously seeing it as an opportunity to add points to the board, elevate this team from, you know, 12th in the standings and maybe regain some control in this moment?
Yeah, I think points would be big for us. So I think that's what we're going in, hoping to get those 3 points, get back into maybe the middle of the pack a little bit. Yeah, it'll be a big game for us.
Yeah, I mean, look, every game's an opportunity to grab 3 points. There's 3 points out there and they're going to be distributed somehow. So, you know, we need points for sure, but we've not, honestly, I don't know that we've even talked about the standings or, you know, or where we sit or anything like that. You know, again, our focus is on playing the match and trying to perform at a high level in the match.
Yeah, actually just one more. That's something that's really like beautiful and unique, I think, about the NWSL is just the fluidity throughout the season. Like it's very easy to see teams jump and fall and jump and fall. Like that's not uncommon. So yeah, as competitors and as the coach, I guess what can you say about that fluidity and how that lends itself to maybe an ease in knowing that anything is really possible as long as there's still matches to be played in the season?
Yeah, I think yeah, and if you look at just teams across the league and the history of it, there are a lot of streaks that happen. Sometimes those streaks are good and sometimes they're bad. And you know, and many times they balance out. And I do believe that, you know, our time is coming where things are going to start to go our way, and hopefully that starts tomorrow.
Yeah, agreed. And I think mentally, like you said, it can happen so quick. So it's not getting too low if you're in a not great spot, not getting too high if you're at the top of the table. Like things change so quick. So it's just kind of taking every practice and every game and trying to get the most points you can out of it.
Well, I appreciate this inadvertent exclusive that I got with y'all. I really appreciate the time as always, and we'll talk to you both soon.
Thank you,
Thank
Annie.
you.
Thanks,
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.